All right, guys, well, I am back today with quad rail high value perfection in the form of this brand new offering from Palmetto State Armory, the Sabre PSA forged with a 14.5-inch FN cold hammer forged chrome line barrel. And this is the M4 II, which is very similar to the SOPMOD Block 2 rifle. PSA is known for their clone Sabre builds and a wide variety of Sabre products that mimics old school rifles, but with functional practicality for 2025, and this one is no different. I'm saying we need to bring back quad rails in general, and PSA is doing everything in their power to make it cool again, and I appreciate it. I love the looks and functions of this rifle. We're going to be talking about the specs and features of the M4 II from the Sabre lineup, as well as why I like it so much, and a little bit about different philosophies of use with running a quad rail rifle in 2025. I also want to give a huge shout out to Sabre Ammo for helping out, an extension of AAC. They've been a huge supporter of the channel, running a ton of their stuff in their uppers as well as other upper assemblies, and I haven't had any issues, just running solid, very accurate, very reliable. Again, a huge shout out to these guys. We're going to start at the front and work our way to the back of this rifle and talk a little bit about the specs and features before the reliability and philosophy section, but let's dig in. Right up at the front, we have a pinned and welded Surefire war comp, and I love running a lot of the Surefire muzzle devices, especially with cans being so prevalent right now, as well as the tax stamp kind of evaporating January 1st. I've got a lot of cans running the BNT adapter, as well as a few other companies that allow you to run any can you want with a hub-compatible thread pitch to go onto the Surefire muzzle devices, so this is a nice touch, and it is pinned to that 14.5-inch FN barrel. Now that pin and weld allows us to be 16 inches in overall length, not considered a pistol, but a full-size rifle, so you're good to go without any special paperwork. Now that barrel is going to be that 14.5-inch FN cold hammer forged barrel, and PSA has been working for a while. This is going to be the barrel steel that they use on their M249s and 240s, so you know it's going to hold up on a standard AR. I also love this because it's actually chromed aligned, and this thing is a freaking awesome barrel. I love the fact that they're using this, and it really lends into the functional practicality of using this as a true battle or duty rifle in 2025. Now, the gas system on this is really nice as well, and they did not skimp at all. The gas system is going to be a mid-length gas system, and this is actually an adjustable gas block that's pinned in place. Talk about the best of both worlds. You're pinning in that gas block so there's no way it can come loose, and you can adjust it to dial it in for your suppressor. From the factory, it ran suppressed and unsuppressed, and I didn't have to adjust it at all, but just know that is a possibility. Now, surrounding that barrel and gas system is one of their newer quad rail systems. I love this new quad rail system that they've been using on here, and this is also going to be one of the anodized quad rails that you see here with the Type 3 anodized coating, and I love the color variation of this rail system. Now, this rail system may not be for everybody when it comes to color. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section below. But they do have Picatinny rail on the sides and on the top, and this thing rocks up solid without any issues whatsoever. And I love the fact that they've kind of modernized it just a touch with QD slots at the front and rear, again, making it a little bit more practical. This is also similar to the Daniel Defense style rail systems in the sense that the rail is actually narrower than it is tall. A lot of those old school budget quad rails that you would see on rifle setups were too fat to be used functionally and be comfortable. This one is very comfortable, especially with those ladder hand guards on the side. And this also comes with the VG right out of the box, again, kind of harkening back to that classic Block 2 look. The upper on this guy is forged 7075 T6 aluminum, and it's the A3AR upper, and it is hard anodized coated to mill specification, so you're getting a solid upper assembly. Standard dust cover and forward assist, but unlike a standard AR, the Sabre lineup includes an enhanced BCG and charging handle. Let's talk a little bit about those. The BCG on this guy is the Fathers of Freedom's BCG by Microbest with the Springco extractor spring and the Carpenter 158 bolt, so you're getting a very nice bolt and bolt carrier group that's going to hold up for the long term. The bolt carrier finish is mag phosphate, and it kind of matches the feel of an old school rifle, yet still retaining a ton of functionality and really nice operation function down at the range. And then the charging handle on this guy is going to be the Radian Raptor LT. I love this charging handle. This is one of my favorite charging handles on the market. It's ambi, it's extended, it works out well, and they're reliable. And that's a key feature. Again, a lot of those high value and budget charging handles that go on setups end up causing issues over time. Not a Radian Raptor LT, bringing a ton of value for money in this particular setup. You hear value for money a lot in this video, and by no means is this a budget rifle or trying to be a budget rifle, and by no means is this trying to compete with a $3,000 or $4,000 rifle. This is going to nestle nicely in between, and it's still going to be running a standard mil-spec trigger, mag release, and not a ton of ambi things floating on either side. Again, more of a classic feeling rifle. The trigger is decent, it functions, it does what it needs to do, and it does come with the SOPMOD B5 stock with QD slots, rubberized butt pads, and a sloped angle. I love that stock system, and I love the way it looks on this setup. Now, I actually added the B5 Systems grip, but it comes with a standard A2 grip. I immediately dumped those, but if you want the look of a classic Block 2, you may want to leave that on. It may not bother you, but I just can't stand the way they feel. Now let's talk about reliability and performance, and I already hinted at it with the Sabre ammo, but it was 100% functional down at the range. Again, with the adjustable gas block, you can tune it in for whatever you need. It functions perfectly with no issues whatsoever, feeds great from every mag that I used, and the ejection pattern was a nice, neat pow. Now for me, from the factory, I didn't have to play with the gas settings, and it ran suppressed and unsuppressed without a single issue, but if you do want to play with it a little bit, it's nice that you have that ability. It was very easy to chamber around, everything functioned great, and nothing felt like it was, going to be an issue down the line. It just felt good with the amount of rounds that I put through it. And speaking of that, I want to give a huge shout out to PSA for sending this out to the channel at my request. As soon as I saw what I put in the T&E request, I don't have to send it back. That means I can do continued updating and testing on this rifle and let you guys know about it in the future. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the updates on this particular rifle. In summary, it's well balanced, it handles good, and it is bringing quad rails back, and I can get behind that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like the more modern style, new type Sabres that they're producing, or you like some of these classic builds. For me personally, it's hard to get past some of the classics, and this one does a good job at an affordable price point, bringing in quality materials that actually work. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to PSA. Thanks to AAC for the ammo support. Have a good one.